What we say is not investment advice. In each video, we teach you something new and tell you how to invest. Our channel has been open to enable you to take both your education and financial freedom in your hands. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and share my videos so that the demand for coins is high so that you can earn well. Enjoy watching.
I want to take this time to talk about XRP and what is going on with the Ripple case because this is so big. If you want to follow some experts that you know this is primarily what they've been focused on recently, you can go check out John Dean. You can go check out Jeremy Hogan, check out Eleanor Terrett or Ellie Tourette or Terrett. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, but those are some great people that talk about this case a lot. Obviously Stuart Alteradu, who's the counsel for Ripple as well. Why do you let them? Really great things to say about it. Fred Rispoli, another good one. But here's the thing. This is what's so big now. I watched this video legal briefs from Jeremy Hogan this morning and he was talking about what just happened with the XRP case. And this is why the price of XRP, in my opinion, is exploding. That does not mean it's going to continue to explode. This does not mean we're going to see Ripple bust through some walls of resistance and we're going to be at new all-time highs where you know that's not what this means. Definitely in the next bull run we are going to see new all-time highs in my opinion for XRP. But the issue is this. We just had the two sides of the Ripple lawsuit. We had the XRP side, the Ripple side, and also the SEC put in their final summary judgments. And this is kind of the things that they're going after. The main defense for Ripple, and then of course the main thing that the SEC is going to go after now. Everybody thought the main thing that she was going to go after was going in. This very key was going to be calling XRP as security. That was nowhere in what they were saying in this final summary judgment from the SEC side. Basically, for all intents and purposes, it looks as if Ripple, or excuse me, it looks as if the SEC has given up tagging XRP as security. That's why you're seeing the price go up. What they're trying to go after now is they're trying to go after the marketing practices. We told you all last year that was going to be what the settlement would be about. I don't even know we're going to get a settlement anymore. Ripple might win this thing out right now at this point when we have gotten information that turned out a settlement in the past from the SEC, which is probably one of the SEC has really turned up the heat, you know, during every trick in the book at this case. But they're not going after it as a security. They're going after the marketing practices. Anytime that Ripple is ever mentioned the price or anybody works at, Ripple has mentioned the price. That's what they're going after now. What is Ripple going after? What is their main defense here? Well, a lot of people thought that the main defense where Ripple was going to be, basically, surrounding the fact of the fair notice defense. Now, fair notice defense was actually nowhere in the summary judgment. And a lot of people think that's surprising because the fairness defense said that we were not given that. Basically the SEC had ample opportunity to tell us that this was going to be an illegal token sale before we did it. And they never mentioned it to us before, implying that, hey, there shouldn't be anything wrong with your doing or what you're doing on this token sale. Well, they did not go after that. Instead they pulled it. Dirty little trick here. Okay, so what Ripple has done is they have isolated down on the idea. That part of what makes an investment contract is that the company behind it or the entity behind it has a legal responsibility to make the price go up. Now that does not fit this at all, and that's precedent. Now Jeremy mentioned in this video that he did great video. He really suggest you guys go watch it. It's got like 200,000 views on his right now. Phenomenal is a big numbers during a bear market, but what Jeremy said. And he found so or is that maybe the SEC is gonna be able to get on their horse and find some other precedent, some other case where. There it was. It was not necessarily, sorry, I really lost my train of thought there. But to find some other case that basically said that not having a legal responsibility to increase the price of the investment to basically make it to where there's another case that says that that's not part of an investment contract. But as of so far what we know, and I know Ripple has done their homework, I'm sure on this, I'm sure they isolated down on this specific thing because they knew that they could win this. And this is big for the entire crypto industry because its journey says what project out there. Would you say has a legal responsibility? To make the price go up, Jeremy said look at Ripple Labs could get rid of the XRP token tomorrow. Wipe it off what they're doing and you won't have any legal recourse. You won't have any legal recourse against that if you're an XRP holder, because when you bought XRP, there's not a legal responsibility for Ripple to make the price go up or even to continue using the token. So quite interesting. That's what they're going after here. And like I said, I'm sure they've done their homework. And there probably is not another case though where the president will counteract what they're going after. So very interesting when we break down what these two things, what these two entities Ripple and the SEC are going after in this case. But ultimately the big thing you got to take away here is why is the price of going up of XRP. The SEC has pretty much given up on calling it a security, and that's what the summary judgment says now. They may still try to say something in court that implies that, but the fact is that is not what they're going after. They're going after the marketing practices. And so if you're an XRP holder, you can really rest solid tonight knowing that most likely, there's almost virtually no chance XRP is going to be considered a security by the SEC. This has huge implications for the rest of the crypto space and any other case that the SEC may go after in the future. And I think it's really interesting that much. What we're going to see in this case, as we've seen so far, is redacted. The SEC is trying to keep there from being any precedent from this case that might flow over to any other asset. They don't want anything from this case to be able to help out any other crypto project down the road because they want to enforce everything. If this is true, if Ripple ends up winning this case and they're able to show that since they didn't have a legal responsibility for the token price, that means that they're not a security, then that fits almost every crypto project out there. So this is why people need to understand this case between Ripple and the SEC. It is not just about Ripple, it's not just about XRP holders. This is about every single crypto project that exists. Out there, what precedent are they going to be able to pull? Because I can tell you if Ripple is able to prove this fact and is able to win on this point, then that means SEC enforcement of crypto projects down the road is not only going to be very difficult, but they're not going to be able to redact the result of the case, which is what will provide the evidence for precedent going forward for crypto projects. Gary Gensler, you sir, are a failure. Can't wait to see Ripple wipe the floor with you when this thing is done. It's going to be sooner rather than later. He's already about half given up now. Going after XRP is a security anymore is what it appears. That's why I believe you see the price pumping.